Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Julissa if you're new, and if you're not new, thank you for returning. Okay, so this week I have so many family members and friends here from, their states that they live in. I have people here from Miami, Florida. I have my amazing cousins here from El Paso, Texas. And I had so many different ideas for videos this week, but unfortunately, time's been so crazy that I haven't had the chance to do any of them. And there's also a video that I want to record for you guys, which is what I'm going to record today. Before I do any of that, just because I was I need to get this out before I let the anger, I was like, I need to upload this before I stop being angry about it, because it's a good story, and that's the only reason I want to tell you guys, because it's a good story. Next week I'm going to Miami, so I won't be able to upload anything with them, but when I come back I want to do a yoga challenge with my cousins, a little competition, me and one cousin and then two of my other cousins, competing against each other to see who accomplishes yoga positions faster. I don't know, we have so many ideas, so stay tuned for that. But as for today, I'm going to tell you guys this story because it heated me up so badly last week. And I'm sorry I didn't upload last week, by the way. Life's just been, that's how it's been right now. So I needed to tell you guys a story, and that's what I'm about to tell you guys. So yeah, I feel like I have the right to kind of tell you guys a little bit of my life, since, I don't know, you guys have been so good, all my subscribers. I feel like you guys want to get to know me a little bit more. So this kind of story kind of relates to my life. So I'm a college student, of course. This fall, I'm about to go into my four-year college, and everything has to change because of it. Because since I want to finish my bachelor's degree in 2 years, I have to cram 6 classes in per semester for the next 2 years. So because of that, that means my out of school life is going to change completely. The time that I have for a job is going to change. The time that I have for church is going to change. Everything is going to pretty much revolve around school, because right now my main focus at my age is school. So since school is going to be so crammed, I'm going to have to get a new job. I work at a bank right now, and everybody banks nowadays, so you guys know that banks usually close at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. the latest. But the place that I work at, it closes at 6:30. No, it closes at 5:30 most days and at 6 o'clock on Fridays. So I'm going to be going to school from 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. every day, sometimes 4 p.m. And it's an hour drive school from work, so I would only be working an hour the days that I work, or an hour and a half. So obviously, common sense, that's not going to work out. So I need to get a new job. I put on my application online on Indeed.com, because Indeed.com is a place where you can look for jobs and apply, and you can put in what kind of job you want: part-time, full-time, mechanic job, automotive jobs, anything. It is amazing. It's such a great website. So my mom is actually the one who showed it to me, so I put in my application to a bunch of places, and then I guess my resume is saved to my Indeed account. So this person from something called Market Source contacted me, and they're like, hey, we found your resume on Indeed. And I was like, I didn't even know they could do that. I thought only people that I applied to could call me. But no, anybody can see my resume. So the business called me, they found me, and they're like, we saw your resume, and we think that you have a lot of good qualities that it would take to work at Target Tech. So the place that contacted me was Market Source, and they wanted me to work for Target Tech. So Target Tech is just what it sounds like, the technology section of Target. Market Source told me, you should really apply for Target Tech because you have a lot of the good qualities to be a good salesperson. And I was like, I've applied at so many places. A lot of places have been so lame. It doesn't hurt. So I was like, yeah, sure, great. If they came to me, then that means I have a really good opportunity. And if I can have a job where I can do commission, make commission, that'll be great. So I applied. Their application is kind of a couple questions online, if I'm not mistaken, but your actual Manny! But your actual interview is it's a video. You have to record yourself on the phone, a 1-minute video explaining why you think you're a good fit. So all of that went great, and so I finally went to the final step to go in and have my face-to-face interview. My recruiter, the person that was helping me through this whole process, was obviously communicating with me over the phone and through email. So everything was happening through email. She's the one that was like, oh, we loved your video, you're exactly what we want. Not only is it proven in your resume, but the way that you talk to the camera, the way that you know technology, technology enough to like know how to record yourself, like whatever. Long story short, I made it to the last round or whatever, and I finally got my face-to-face interview last week. So the day of my interview, 2 hours earlier, Mary Beth calls me one more time and she's like, hey, the guy who was supposed to interview you, Alex, he's not gonna be at the store today, I just found out, so you're gonna get interviewed by Jin. And I do want to forewarn you, he likes to ask very specific questions sometimes. Sometimes he even likes to ask you what the last book you read is, and that's all she told me. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, he's probably one of those people that are tough, like at interviewing, like they want to intimidate you, is what I thought. But I was like, but I mean, like I've been to so many interviews to more serious jobs, like Target, like more serious jobs in Target, that like it can't be that bad. He can't be that intimidating, or he can't try that hard. Whatever. I got to my interview, I just sat down and I started waiting, and then finally, like, he was a little, like, this guy Jin, he was late to the interview for like 10 minutes, because I had to like retell somebody, like tell them again. Do you guys hear that thunder? Oh my god. I had to tell them again, hey, I'm here for an interview, I've been sitting here for a while, like, and it's already past the time that it was supposed to start. And then he's like, wait, is it with Target Tech? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, let me call Jin. And they called Jin, and then Jin finally showed up. And the first thing that happens when like I'm like sitting on the chair, probably like, I don't even know how I was sitting, probably with my back like that to the wall because I was just so tired. And then I see Jin walk in, and I know it's him because he's the only one at Target wearing not red and like khakis. So, and then I obviously, like, after noticing that, like assuming that it was him because of that, I saw that his name tag said Jin. So I was like, hi, and he's like, hi, are you Julissa? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And then he just started walking. And I got up really slowly because I was really sore from working out. And then he looks back at me like, and I'm just like, oh, sorry, I'm just really sore. And then he's like, okay. And like, that was the first thing that I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not easily offended. Like, that was just a weird reaction, but okay. So like I said, he started walking, like, and then he didn't even say, follow me this way, or come this way, or nothing. I just assumed to stand up and follow him because common sense, but he never said like, come this way. So I finally went in. He's like, we're gonna be in this room right here. He showed me the room, and it was a conference room with a bunch of chairs on one big table, and he's like, okay, take a seat. And I was like, do you care where I sit? And he's like, no. And I was just like, okay. So I sat down, and then he's like writing stuff down, and he's like, so tell me a little bit about yourself. And I was just like, okay. So I started telling him like the reason that I came to Target. I was like, I'm a college student, I'm going to school for this, and I'm gonna be like very hardcore in school right now, and I mean in the fall, so I need a new job because my old job isn't gonna work out for me. And I put my application on Indeed, and somebody from your business contacted me. So I was like, oh, this is a great opportunity to like get a job where I can make commission. And I just thought it would be awesome to apply, especially since they're the ones who found me. And he's like, oh, so, okay. And then he was like just confused the whole time. And then he literally the second thing he asked me was like, so what's your GPA in school? And I, being like the proud person that I am of my grades, I'm not even gonna say it to you guys because like he made me feel so bad about it that I don't even want to say it anymore. But at the moment, like, I said it to him so confidently, like, and guys, trust me, it's not bad. You're probably gonna be like, oh, it's probably a 2.7. No. So I was like, I'm just not gonna tell you guys because I don't want to, but I said it to him super confidently, and he was like, oh, he literally made that face. It was like, oh, what are your this is exact, I'm acting out exactly what he was doing. What do you consider to be successful in school? Like, I don't know if you guys are understanding like the way he said it, because obviously he's not here reenacting it, but he was trying to say like, that's what you consider to be good in school, like, why are you proud of that? And I know that that's the intent. Like, I don't want you guys to be like, maybe you misunderstood. But no, I did not misunderstand. I know what he was trying to do. Like, I know he didn't think that was good. And then I was just like, because at that moment I was like, this guy is trying super hard to intimidate me right now, and I don't even know like why. Like, it's not intimidating me, it's like making me uncomfortable. Like, why are you trying so hard? I'm applying for a job at Target. Like, you're interviewing me to work at Target. So then he was like, so what are you studying for? And I was like, oh, political science, and I want to go to law school. And he's like, whoa, how many classes are you taking? And I'm like, I'm taking 6. And he's like, that's a lot, isn't it? And I was just like, yes, it's a lot. That's why I need a job that's gonna work my schedule. And then he's like, so what times are you gonna go to school, or what days? And I was like, I'm gonna be at school Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday. And he's like, wait, our shifts here start at 1 o'clock, like the afternoon shift. So this isn't gonna work out. Who's your recruiter? And I was just like, Maribeth. And he's like, did you bring your resume? And I was like, no. In the email, they did not tell me to bring my resume, because they didn't, you guys. They did not tell me to bring my resume. And then I don't even know why he was asking at this time. Like, we had already had this whole conversation. Like, he just, I don't know. I guess since Alex wasn't there and he was the one who was supposed to interview me, Jin, like, didn't do his background information on me, and he was just guessing everything on the spot because he knew nothing about what I had talked about with Maribeth. He knew nothing. So he's like, oh, so Maribeth didn't tell you to bring your resume? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, she's new. And I was just like, boy, regardless, don't you guys have like already set up emails that you're gonna send to people, like, that should give instructions? Like, or no, I was just so annoyed. And then, whatever, after that, we got back into the topic about talking about like my schedule, and he's like, yeah, no, our shifts start at 1 o'clock here. He's like, so this isn't gonna work out. And I was like, honestly, like, I wouldn't want to be of inconvenience to you guys. I'm doing my best to give you guys all the information that I can on my exact schedule for school to see if you guys can work with it, because I don't want to like get a job and then not be reliable to you guys. And he's like, yeah, honestly, like, I don't know what they were doing, because this isn't gonna work out at all. Did they know your schedule? And I'm like, yes, they knew my schedule because I told them. And then he was like, well, I'm glad we figured it all out this early. And then he got up and said, I'll show you out. What? You couldn't even, like, I don't know if you guys, I don't think I'm being dramatic. I honestly don't. Or maybe I'm just not explaining it. Like, if you guys aren't understanding kind of like his attitude through the way that I'm explaining this, then maybe I'm just really bad at explaining things. But he had the craziest attitude for absolutely no reason, and then to finally at the end be like, I'm glad we figured this all out, that this isn't gonna work out, which is what he was trying to tell me, obviously. And he just got up and said, I'll show you out. Like, bro, first of all, you contacted me. Like, you're being so rude to me right now about my school, about my choices in life, like that I want to go to law school, about like my GPA, about how many classes I'm taking. Sorry, I'm holding a beauty blender because freaking makeup life. I knew that the moment that he said, I'll show you out, I knew I was never going to see him again, and I was this close, you guys. You see that? That close. That close to saying something, because I knew I was never going to see him again and I wasn't going to get in trouble for it. I don't have anything else to say. That's my story. That's what happened. And I'm like, I will never work at Target, especially not Target tag. Like, the way that this man handled himself, thinking he was so, I don't know, like, intimidating, is so obnoxious to me, especially like for the millionth time for me to say, especially because they are the ones that came to me. I was just like, don't freaking treat people like that. Like, don't make people try to like feel bad about themselves. Like, even if it wasn't for Target, like, don't make people feel bad about like the way that their grades are, or the choices that they're making on how long they want to go to school for, based on like whatever you consider successful. Because if I think that my GPA was good, which I did, or whatever, like, shut up. I don't know if you guys have had similar experiences with Target or retail. Like, I would love to hear them. So comment below if you guys think I'm crazy and being dramatic. Like, I'll accept that too. But it really upset me, and I just want to kind of talk about it and let it go. Tell you guys a little bit of a story of like what's going on in my life right now. I still haven't found a job. I've applied at a couple places. I haven't heard a final response to a lot of them yet, because I'm still in like the last processes where they're gonna send me online tests to like see you know, my knowledge to, you know, the type of business that I'm applying for. And so that's gonna be exciting. But yeah, guys, I will never work at Target, and I've never experienced somebody so rude in my life. And no, I didn't complain. I didn't call Target and complain about him, because I was just like, what for? Like, they're not gonna fire him. They're not gonna like give him a, what do you give? What's the opposite of giving somebody a little star? I don't know. They're not gonna give him a little poop sticker on his wall chart. Like, there's no point. So yeah, guys, that's my story. If you guys have any crazy experiences that are really long and you want to Snapchat me them, add me on Snapchat. My name's JulissaChapa, and add me on Instagram. My name's JulissaChapa on Instagram, and then add me on Twitter. My name's JulissaChapa on Twitter also. But that's it for today's little story time, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed what I was talking about, or if I just entertained you, or if you think I'm dumb, still give me a thumbs up because it helps. And thank you guys so much for all the support you're showing me. I say that in every video now, but hey, like, how am I not gonna thank you guys? And yeah, that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel right here. Subscribe to me. You guys are amazing. And watch my last video right here, you guys. And I'm gonna be uploading some really fun stuff hopefully very soon. Love you guys, and thank you for watching.